Good evening, everyone on the TGSM Twitch. We're trying this again. I make no guarantees on this. I say that's simply because we more often than not have problems.
Yeah.
I don't have live split up, and I'm not going to because this is more of a we are seeing if we can do this. But on that note, you ready to get it going?
Yep.
Here. No, it'll be sending everything. Then we'll kick this off in 3, 2, 1, go. Now for those wondering, what's those numbers? If you've seen the point system in Kingdom Hearts, or if you've watched Spike doing Paper Mario randos and seen his point system, you'll already kind of understand. Essentially, I've set up something similar to that. I meant to put the point values on the screen too. Quick rundown though. The suits and artifacts are both 7-point values. There's you some missiles out the gate.
I have the Phazon suit.
You got Phazon suit out the gate.
Yes. That's
a
my
7.
talent over. Yeah, that's
For
talent
overall.
over 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope, not that check. That check.
Now, regardless if you send it to me or not, it still counts that point value in yours.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
That's what I figured.
But yeah, suits and artifacts are 7-point. Anything pertaining to beams and grapple beam, because you know it has beam in the name. Those are 5-point checks. The 3-point checks are anything pertaining to the morph ball, power bombs, morph ball bomb, boost ball, spider ball, and both of the visors. Obviously, for those that have seen the rando, they know Phazon suit and all the beams are the only real requirements for the ending besides the artifacts. Of course. I just got your gravity suit.
I see this.
Thanks, game. I want a cool suit too. But yeah. And as everyone just saw me do and has seen Peace already do, taking points off. Now pretty much
Damn it.
pretty much on your side of it, from just glancing over, looks like Talon's actually pretty much done for you. There could be something else here, but it's not going to be one of those that I think we need to focus super hard on for yours.
Did you receive a missile just now? Okay, no.
Nope. I think that was you.
Okay, because I couldn't read the text because of cutscene. So.
Yeah, I think that was you. But yeah. Now when I did a seed earlier, I said this in the pre-show, it was an hour and a half and I was in go mode. Granted, that was a solo seed. Multiworld's probably gonna screw us harder. but we'll see. Also, I have artifact locations, but once you get them, then we'll both go through it. That way we're doing it at once instead of trying to double up.
Alright.
Ready?
Yep.
Thank you, game. My truth is in your Chozo Ruins Hive Totem.
Oh.
That one's
That
in.
one I can get. That one right there. That boss fight.
Wait, which one?
You said Hive Totem, right? In Jozo Ruins?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that boss fight.
No, that's not that one.
Technically, it's a boss fight.
Oh, no. Ah, okay, okay. Yeah. Easy first check. Dang.
Yeah. My truth is in your Fendrana shorelines.
Guess what?
What?
That one's plasma locked. Or spider ball locked.
Fantastic.
My strength, at least, is in mine. So that's a good thing. No. Overgrown cavern. Ain't that this? No? That one? Yeah, so that's... Ooh. Dang. That's actually locked pretty deep for me too. I'm ready for your next one.
My strength is in your overworld arbor chamber. It's the far left one.
That one is grapple and plasma locked. So I'm willing to bet your shorelines one's probably plasma locked.
Okay. And my last one's in mine.
My
It's
last one's
Ice
in
Ruin.
yours. Ooh. And my last one's grapple locked. So we're both looking for the grapple beam for sure. It is Chozo Ruins training chamber. It is right beside the North Talon elevator.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah, it's that ghost fight.
Okay.
Unless you clip out of bounds and, you know, traverse over the top. Well,
At least we got 3 apiece.
true. Not as lopsided as it's been.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're looking for 2 of mine, and I'm only looking for 1 of yours. Is that right?
I mean, pretty much, because
Was Arbor
Like,
Chamber yours or no?
Arbor Chamber's yours. Or,
Your piece, I mean.
yeah, it's my piece, but it's
Okay.
in your place. But I have a stupid easy one I can get you, like, right now, if I want it, so. I almost don't count that as a thing we need to get, because it's like, oh, I can get that now.
Yeah, that one's way too. Never anything important. I don't know why I can't get into I don't want to, but I probably actually could. Because I don't think...
More missiles.
Fixing the sequence. Because now I'm curious, because I think I can't some of it. It would make more sense since I'm already here. Rather than backtracking.
Oh, along with the Engage coming in today, I finally got the other two Street Fighter Rangers. So I have the Ryu and the Chun-Li. For
Nice.
a team of 4. That I wish was a team of 6. I wish they do 2 more. So we have like a proper team of 6. I don't know who you do at this point. Like, I have suggestions, but I'll be honest, I have no idea who would be a good fit otherwise. But I would like 2 more, please. 2 more people, so we have a full team of 6. Instead of an oddball team of 4, because no Sentai team's 4 members outright. Not really. Fine, I hit the light, so I'll just save. I'm not running anyway for... Yeah. This way. Oh, oops. Oh, right, I can't.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna make it to this. I'm at least gonna go on a scouting and see.
Okay. I need ruins.
I found a nothing. Dang it.
Ow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna die. Don't think I saved. But yeah. Oh well. Quick regrab. I wasn't spotting anything of importance to warrant going in there without various suit anyhow, so.
Oh, I can't go this way. Darn it. Oops.
Yep, I didn't save after getting the hints. Okay, I think the only thing of note that I got actually was a missile expansion, so I'm not too... I lost 5 missiles. Not like I won't get that back.
There. To the ruin.
Oh, you're just now going to the ruins?
Yeah, I did the gravity suit check. in
Ah, okay.
Overworld. I didn't realize it was the gravity suit check until I got there, and I'm like, wait, I'm going the wrong. Oh no, right, it's in the water.
Well, then my divergent path kind of didn't really put us behind. I was just now entering two. Yeah, that is a missile up on the grapple ledge.
That is a beam, but I can't tell who.
You can scan it, it's just tricky to get it.
I did. It's my wave beam. Or wave beam is... No, that's bad.
The missile behind the locked door, too.
Left click is beam, right click is badge, right? On enemy tracker?
Yes, but you don't want to actually... Oh. You grabbed it. Yeah. Left click is beam, right click is the upgrade.
That's -5 on ruins. Yep. My weight beam. Doors.
Also, missiles lower. Just saying. Someone's grapple. Your grapple. Okay, so I've found your grapple.
Alright.
I guess since it's yours, I will go ahead and go get it. If it was mine, I'd wait.
This way.
That has been a while since I have missed that early. Okay.
Grapple.
Grapple team, so 5. Yeah, normally I'm not gonna do that check until I have a reason there. But since that was yours, and that does also lock one of mine, that honestly is the smarter play. I still don't think that by itself opened or did it.
No.
I didn't think so. Because I think you still need to have wave. Well, you just got wave. What else do you
There's
need
your
for that over
grapple.
there? Where was it at? Oh. Okay. That's not too bad then.
5.
Vanilla upgrade there. Hey, that was not nice, guys. Also, grapple, because that is actually the first thing I have wound up receiving. I think I know what it is. I think the game just loves giving it to me. I found a nothing. That's the second nothing that I have found. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I need to mark that in Magmore. Because that one's toast. There's no sense me forgetting about that in the 30 minutes from now when I can get into Magmore, going over there and trying to get that one. Oh, you're doing the boss fight. Okay.
Yeah, your artifact's behind this.
Yeah, you can. I've not screwed that up in so long, it's pathetic. Oh. You can actually bypass the boss fight.
I know.
I just screwed it up. So now I've got to do the fight too. Dang it. can't believe that I managed to screw that up. Yep, I heard that. Alright. Also, that is someone's ice spreader. I don't know if it's mine or yours yet. Yours. Because of course it is. Also, that was ice spreader, so 5 more down. Looks like you're gonna be doing more in... No? Looks like I'm gonna be finding more of everyone's stuff from the looks of it. Because my numbers are slightly higher than yours. It's funny because all I have found has been either your stuff or frickin' missile expansions. Also, I don't remember what my Talon number was and if I actually took your suit off of there or not. That could be a problem.
Fantastic.
Okay, I know I can scan that. Thank you. Well, I found your wave buster, but I need Morph Ball Bomb to get to it. Yeah, that's the only thing I found for you. Because I found missiles otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay, I did. Thanks. Thanks, game. Gonna send me on a potential soft lock, aren't we? Oh yeah, I have supers.
I can't get this check, can I?
Which is it? Yeah, you can.
The one up.
Is that at the beginning of Magmore?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get that one. Regular missile. Into the pillar.
Okay, I apparently missed.
Let's look. Anything else?
And I can't go any further because I don't have bombs. So,
Yeah, the only way you can get to the rest of Magmore decks, if they're open for you, is by going Overworld.
it's like 1. So.
And it's probably not worth trying to do. You know what? Flogger is not required. Not opening like I know. Because I did turn bosses off for this, just for anyone watching. This stuff isn't gonna soft lock me, so I'm not gonna save first. Hey, my boost ball. Bada bing, boom. That's something.
Yes.
Possible you might be waiting on me. I don't know.
There's 4 things I can check. One of them I know is not anything of importance, so.
Someone's morph ball bomb. Mine. Okay. Well, that's better than the last seed. Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right.
So that's missiles.
Is that just completely... Yeah. Coming in here, legitimately, just opened up most of Chozo for me. So yeah, I've probably got something of yours. That was probably the progression play. Right here, might as well grab it. Peek at this. Of course that's my Varia suit. I definitely wouldn't need gravity suit to get to my Varia suit. Thanks, game. Thanks, game. Really helpful.
I can remember.
So that pretty much finding Varia suit there pretty much just locks me out of Magmor for quite some time. So yeah, that explains why that trip I made into Magmor didn't show me anything. In all seriousness. Because Varia suit there, which means I can take another 7 off of here because I know where it's at now. Yes, I can check the... I probably check the top of this, get its check, go do the Burn Dome mini boss, and probably warp back to the ship.
Well, that was nothing. Literally.
Oh, it was a Metroid?
Yeah, it was a pixelated Metroid.
You found a nothing.
Yeah.
And to do this boss. Well, mini boss. Thanks, game. I'm not really good at finding missiles. That's about the only thing that I'm capable of finding, it feels like. Oh, I found out something. The Burn Dome boss, if you have any of the beam upgrades, it actually will do more damage to it. Ice Beam obliterates it.
That's nice.
I just had to regular shoot. Normally you gotta charge shoot to get a hit on it. I guess it's because Retro probably didn't figure that you would have the beams then, so they didn't bother to set up for it. I saw the second nothing.
Mm-hmm. I saw it as soon as I opened the puzzle. I was just like, ah, fucking goddammit. Let's try for nothing.
I have to wonder if it might be because I'm locked out of Magmore, if maybe you're gonna get locked out of somewhere else easier. You can't get into Fendrana yet, can you?
I mean, even if I could, there's nothing there.
Well, that's what I was meaning.
Yeah. Like, there's one check in Magmore. There's no checks in Fendrana. There's no checks in Phazon. And I've got just 3 checks, maybe.
Oh, this was pointless, really? Dang it. I can do this.
I can't do this check because I need more form up, so that's. Ah! Bah!
Pretty sure. Yeah. Dang it.
Hooray, an E-Tank.
Yeah. That's why I said dang it.
It's not what I need.
I am finding all the useless stuff. That's the problem. Probably
I
could
will
make
put it
it
this way. If
back by a foot quicker than save warp, actually.
I will put it this way: if this does not give me more fall bombs, I'm stuck.
Which?
There's
The one you're
this
fixing
check
to try.
yes, which is just this boss fight. Which that's a suit that doesn't help me.
Wait, what suit? Whoa, that's one of my suits. What suit?
I think it was Varia from the color.
No, it's not Varia. Varia's in mine.
Okay, then it's one of the other two.
You can
I think
jump over the
it's
wall.
standard
You
room.
don't have to do the fight. Double jump.
Here, 1 second. Whee! It's my Varia! That doesn't help me!
Yeah, that helps me. I've got something that's locking you getting to Magmore. It might not necessarily be Morphball Bomb.
I need something, because I'm out.
That's exactly what that just told me right there. Because for you to have all three suits already, it has to be wanting you to be the one in the elements. There's my gravity. Now my Varia's in logic. Okay. Dang it. Don't tell me I'm gonna go on a suit collecting mission right now when I need to get some kind of progress for you.
Yeah,
Oh, for the love of God.
yeah, there's nothing in Talon. I can't.
I don't even.
Grapple Ledge?
I
What?
don't even. Okay, I got Morph Ball Bomb, I got Boost Ball, back to back, right? Guess what both of them were locking?
What?
My other two freaking seeds. I now have both seeds. At the very least, I'm gonna get your wave buster. Because I'm going on that path, and if I'm already there, I might as well grab it. Didn't I? Also, I have 9 points left in Chozo. My suits were the bulk of that.
I need super missiles for this tree, don't I?
Yes.
Check. There's nothing else I can do. Literally.
Oh, come on.
Thanks for the missiles.
I can't believe I screwed up and had to do first mini boss. I know what I did too. I didn't cut in far enough. Because I just about did it a second time right there even. I am definitely trying. It's just the game is definitely saying no.
Like, unless it is literally, like... Oh, that should...
What?
I forgot to mark off my Varia. And all of that. Yeah, I'm literally stuck.
Oh, you...
How do I even get the... Cause I'm looking through West Vendrana, North Vendrana. it's through Magmore, which I can't access.
Yeah.
So I'm blocked out of that check even. Even though I can get the check, I'm blocked out of getting to it.
No, you're not.
I have to come through north. Oh no, West Talon?
Yeah, West Talon is the East Magmore
yeah.
elevator.
Okay, yeah.
That you can get to.
Okay. That's literally my only option at this point, is to take this long ass route to this one check.
Game? I was legitimately standing in front of Wave Buster and it just said no. The hitbox did not collide until I jumped off of it and back on. I mean, I can go get my Varius, but it's pointless. You know what that's telling me? Magmore's my play too. I always forget Boost Ball can actually destroy some enemies. You got me grappled, didn't you?
Yes.
Doesn't that give me another one too? No, because logically you need X-ray. I say logically because I can do that without X-ray. You know what? I might try to do that one with X-ray. Because it would be really good if that was like plasma beam or something for either of us. And technically it could be, because we could find X-ray before plasma.
Oh. Northern. Just go this way.
God bless it. Well, I almost did it. I whiffed the last platform. I'll try that again because I actually managed to fall all the way to the bottom. And it'll take far too long to get back up there. Good thing is I don't have to go get Varia suit now. Because of getting Phazon suit and Gravity suit, they both give heat resistance too.
You now have Spider Ball.
Yeah, I saw.
Which doesn't help me.
Or really me.
So I don't know what to do.
Because I don't really think that... Okay, I take that back. It gives one check. That I didn't have before.
Also, that means there's a beam or a beam, super missile, or a badge in Magmore now. So, folks, how we doing? Because I just have to sit here now because I've got nothing.
I mean, you ain't got nothing else to grab either.
Nope. 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 I'm out of checks. I'm just flat out of checks.
I know that one's a missile, so I'm ignoring it. I don't have power bombs, because that would give me another check right here.
Oh,
wait a minute. Whoa. Did I get the camera to actually try to show me?
Oh, and good news, the person that
Missile.
was
Cool. I don't have to come back for this one either.
person that was looking at the writer is checking out Kuga. He has noted that the effects are dated, but the fights are neato. So that's good. I just have to sit here and wait in this very hot room. Okay.
At least you got a good song to listen to.
Yep. I'm just check on some stuff while I wait.
What about the pillar that you're technically supposed to have X-ray for? Did you do that one?
Where is that at?
It is Triclops Pit.
In Magmore?
Yep. Big room.
Grim. Oh. No, I haven't done that one.
Oh, hold on. Boost. That gives you something in Kozo now. I know that for sure.
Hooray! Hooray!
You were waiting for me, you piece of crap.
It knows. It knows.
Yes, spit me down the pipe. Thank you. You were helping. Also, that was a boost. I kind of... more than likely, there's 2 beam upgrades here. Because we know where all of our suits are.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't... And I didn't have an artifact, so yeah, it has to be 2 beam-related things. So I don't really have anything else Magmore for you. I bet. Not that's gonna be important right now. So I'm venturing to say that boost ball is going to be your progress.
Probably.
Oh, you piece of crap. Oh, you piece of crap. Okay. My wave beam. That gives me training chamber. Gives me... And opens me up for Fendrana, which... Okay. I'm going back that way. I get the feeling you've still got a good little chunk because of actually just based off of what I see your number still is at.
I'm sure, but I can't access any of it.
That's the thing. I'm thinking that I'm gonna wind up being stuck after I get whatever your need packs.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, you've got a pretty hefty Fendrana number too.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that I can find enough to keep progress going for you, but I'm doubting it because we already got stuck.
Yeah.
Think. Gotta have power bombs, so why is it acting like I can do both? Oh. Okay. Because it's up now. If you can find a save room, I'd almost save for it. It'd probably be quicker to get back to Kozo Ruins that way.
Yeah.
Still got something else in Magmore. And it's a beam of some kind. I'm hoping it's not plasma, because if it is, then I have a pretty good idea of where it's at. And I maybe can get to it. Because that means it would probably be vanilla. But that's a gamble that I don't want to take right now.
Man.
Because it is a soft lock if it's not. Please don't be thermal. Dang it! Okay, I gotta have plasma before we can even face Ridley. Because I can't get your last artifact without it.
Well.
That's what I was afraid of. Can't do that without supers, but that would have been an easier fix. Save, so I'm not soft locked on the. I hate the hitboxes sometimes, because that should not have hit me. Power bomb. And I've got to get in, find out. And it's your power bomb. It's not even the expansion. Right. If it was an expansion, I was going to turn around and leave.
I guess while you're getting me stuff, I'll show this on stream.
There you go, by the way.
Oh. Finally got
bomb.
me. Yay!
Also, 3 here, meaning 25 left. No, I don't, because I didn't take the artifact off. Also, I never took 2 artifacts we know are in the overworld off, now that I'm thinking about it. My overworld number should be a lot lower.
I've only taken stuff off that I have actually acquired.
Well, I mean, we already technically know about it. So that's what I've been doing. If I know what it is, whether or not I have it right now, I go ahead and take it off. Because I then at least have it marked for when I can go get it. That's actually the first time in a while that okay, the next enemy, I swear, that hits me and sends me flying, I'm gonna blow up. Twice in a row.
I'll show this off while I'm waiting. So we're getting a second Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Turtles crossover, and they've decided we're gonna give the Turtles actual Ranger costumes, plus Casey, but not April this time. And also the original team of 6 are now mutants, and they are mutant Ranger versions of their Zords, essentially. It is very strange, but looks really cool because we have no context for any of this.
Didn't you give me Spider?
Yes. Yes, you have Spider Ball. That was my last check I had access to.
It did not send it. So double check that you don't have Spider. There it goes.
Okay, apparently it locked me out. Because I don't have that Powerball if you... Or Powerbomb if you picked it up.
Really?
Apparently it DC'd at some point and we didn't notice.
Then I don't know how to get that to go. In all seriousness?
I just pulled up the game session where it says server connected. It said like server connected with one unsent pickup, and I just logged back in and it sent it.
See, it doesn't give me that.
Well, that's a problem.
Uh-huh.
It's Multiworld cursed.
Save and reload the game. In all seriousness?
Saving again. Just like close the game and reopen it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I know it does check to make sure that you have everything. Oh no. Someone's super missiles are stuck behind plasma. Probably mine.
I still don't have power bombs.
That is weird.
Are you sure it wasn't your power bombs?
No, it sent it to you.
Well, now I'm ultra stuck because I don't know what to do at this point.
Yeah, I'm puzzled on that.
Uh,
They aggravated at the knockback. Yeah, I'm completely puzzled on why that's not wanting to send it.
and I see no log of it being sent. That it is just poofed into non-existence.
That's making me think then that it silently didn't tell me that I was complete or kicked from it. Well, I just found my plasma thing.
That's good for you.
And technically and good for you. I'm gonna go find this. I'm gonna go get back to the save room. I'm gonna try to do the same thing. I might go a step further. Might disconnect from the lobby and reconnect and see what happens.
Where did you pick up power bombs?
The Shigoth fight.
Chapel of the Elders?
I believe so.
Okay. Because that's where it's supposed to be.
Gotta deal with Ridley cutscene. Also, I love how he looks massive in that cutscene, but he's really not that big when you fight him.
Yep.
So it's not showing in the history.
Nope.
It.
It's not showing it in the history. The last thing you sent to me was a missile expansion at 950. And then I checked the tracker.
Yeah, so it's like
and
it's.
It's
Wait,
also
did
not
it
showing.
not send Boost or Wave Buster? Because those two were after.
Yeah, I don't have Boost Ball either. And yeah, I don't have Wave Buster. So fantastic. All my progress.
So it's been something on my side. Herped out too then. Okay. This. This.
You know, it's the dumbest add-on in the world, but I do love that anytime I go to a shopping website now, I get the Wii Shop music playing in the background.
It's actually kind of fun.
Literally anything. And it's like customizable too. Where's it at? Because you can do the Wii Shop channel, you can do the menu for the Wii Shop channel, the Mii channel for Wii, the Mii channel for 3DS, the Wii U eShop, the 3DS eShop, the DSi shop, Coconut Mall, Wii Shop Wednesday, Ocarina Time shop, the Sims buy mode. You can also make sure to include certain websites if it hasn't picked up on certain websites. Wonderful.
It's still not trying to do it either.
Yeah, I've got to pull up on the side. And I've heard no ding, and I have not seen anything go.
Try backing out of the game. Back out of the game session too, and try to rejoin everything.
I just closed the session window.
Yeah.
Oh. Whee. Oh, there it goes. There's Wave Buster. There's
The
Boost Ball.
only thing I can think is it must have been something clashed.
That seems to be the case. And I got main power bomb, so I can go. I can do stuff. Hooray!
Because I was sitting there watching, and on my side it was showing everything right. So it must have been something on your side that decided to kick you out of it.
Yeah. Hooray! We can play video game again.
Also, artifact. And time to go see whose super's at.
I just have power bombs. I don't have regular bombs, do I?
No. But pretty much anything a regular bomb, except for bomb jumps, you can do with a power bomb.
Okay.
That was my super missiles. Hey, boy. Both of those are nice too. Yeah, I'm fixing to be at the point of needing the last artifacts, actually. As weird as that is.
Meanwhile, I'm...
Apparently my seed was gatekeeping.
Yeah.
I don't need that one. I just need to go get your other one then. Not helpful game. Not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of digging the phase on 6 colors that I've got set up.
Mine is still just vanilla, so...
I found the customization. Started playing with it. Sometimes that can be a dangerous thing to do. Okay. Here. You know what? I'm about to just clear Fendrana and be done with it.
Ah! Ow.
Oh, wait a minute. I still need Ice Beam. So yeah, I need Ice Beam and the last of the artifacts. Yeah, I missed. Thermal visor for you.
Hooray.
I literally only have a beam left in here, or a beam upgrade. Once I find that, I'm out of here. somewhere. Yeah. Jesus. Ah. That's fine.
Ow. Oh my god.
Spring?
Uh-oh. Game.
What?
Game, I want out. Oh no.
No. Where was your last save?
At the ship.
Because you want the good news or the bad news?
I assume I have to restart the game because I'm stuck.
I mean, the good news is if I find your morph ball bombs, then you're no longer stuck. The bad news is you're soft locked.
Hmm.
So yeah. I actually forgot about that for that room. That's like one of the few times that you actually do need morph ball bombs. The power bombs cannot suffice it.
Yeah.
I might have forgot how OP Plasma Beam is on Space Pirates. I just ripped them a new one. Hi guys. Bye guys.
Well, I locked up the session.
How did you do that?
I don't know. I was checking trackers and stuff, and it's now not responding.
I mean, about the only thing you can do is force close it and redo it.
Yeah. Don't know why. Going to the elevators tab apparently destroyed everything. Eh. What?
What?
Apparently I typed in the password wrong.
So nice. Last 5 was. Of course it's not. Dang it.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
We'll just trade missiles.
Yeah, at this point. Also, hey, Charizard. I can only imagine with it being Ranger.
Okay, I was joking when I said we'll just swap missiles. Game thought I was serious. What are you trying to figure out?
I was trying to get my bearings.
Ah, okay.
We don't have more fault. Well, I can't do that one. I need to be able to jump, but I can't do that. Be able to jump. I can't do that one. Oh my god. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay, so those are out. Balls. More ball jump. Yes, I fucking need to backtrack. Can't do any of these because they require bombs to jump. Oh my god. This is the worst.
Yeah, I'm leaning to your morph ball bombs are, and I don't. Where is the problem?
I looked it up and I forgot. Because I was tired of this bullshit.
Well, now what's the fun in that?
Yeah, it's in yours. It is in...
Nope, don't do it.
Oh. Yeah, it's in yours.
I mean, at this point, I had expected it. Because if it was in yours, it would have pointed you to it already. Is that my wave buster? Really?
And now I play the game of, alright, which one of these things can I get? Technically. Her. So I can get that, but that's
Son of a gun.
missiles, so that's fucking useless to me.
I want wave buster. Leave behind.
This, right, yeah. Through here. That. Can't do anything here. Go. Now it gets me a muscle. Something else.
I don't have ice beam still.
Cross. Die.
I can't switch to thermal visor because I don't have thermal visor game.
Save.
I can hit the button for thermal visor, that doesn't mean I have thermal visor game.
I can. Yes. Yes. Yes? Maybe. Yeah, that sounds about right for Zoo Ranger. Zoo Ranger was out there from my understanding, and that sounds about right. Ow, 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 ow. That's neat. putting shoes on backwards. What? I'm sorry, what? Oh.
I shouldn't have to go to mines. Because mines shouldn't be your... Yeah. Alright. Yeah, mines should not be anything for you. I love that I managed to full clear Vendrana. I guess I'm going back to Chozo.
Some part of me feels like I know who those characters are based off the Sentai names. But I cannot picture which of those are the two of them. Hooray, I have more power bombs.
Honestly, with you not having regular bombs, that's probably for the best.
Yeah.
Can you get to Vendrana?
Probably? Yeah, I think I can.
Do you have anything in there to do?
I've got a few things in there.
Because I'm almost wondering if that ain't where yours is. Have you not found anything else in Chozo? Or have you just been forgetting to mark the points?
I've gotten nothing.
I mean, that power bomb would have just been...
Right, but that's the first thing I've gotten.
Okay.
Because otherwise it was missiles, and then the realization of, oh right, I can't get these checks because I need to jump. Fuck.
I'm pretty much in world cleanup, trying to figure out where the heck this stuff is. Because you're missing 2 beams. I'm missing a beam.
No. Wait.
I'm almost positive that the stuff that I've got in Talon Overworld, both are gonna be both are gonna be the freaking artifacts. That is an E-tank. Yep, that is an E-tank. That is your E-tank.
Alright.
And that is my missiles. I don't care about missiles enough to go for that then.
those two. Okay. I was like, Rita's minions. I know all of Rita's minions. I have an ice beam. Hooray.
You're one beam away from being able to finish the game. Like, pretty much, you and me both are one beam away from go mode.
Hey, I got 2 Powerball expansions.
Yeah, but you wanted to know the... Oh, they fixed that. The expansion used to not give you power bombs. Okay. You just gave me another potential spot that I could get something for you, so let's see what comes of that.
Hey, Tommy, guess what?
What?
You know how I need bombs to jump?
You went and did burn down.
I forgot I needed bombs to get out of the goddamn room.
Yeah, that's soft lock. Is yours in Chozo?
Yes.
Okay. It's very possible I might be on the path for that.
I hope so.
Out of curiosity, is it anywhere near where my artifact in Chozo is?
Let me double check.
Not the one I have to get, the one you have to get of mine, Chozo. The one in the training grounds.
Yes.
It is that way?
Yes.
Okay. Because you are not influencing me, by the way. I am purely going this way anyhow.
I might need to influence you because I can't play the video game otherwise.
The main reason I was asking is because if not, then I was going to turn around and go the opposite way. You've got to be joking, game. Why am I finding everything except the thing I'm looking for? That is not helpful, game. I found thermal.
Your thermal?
Yeah. Thermal visor.
Okay.
Hey, I found your power bombs. Guess where they're at?
Yeah. Training chamber?
In the exact same spot that my freaking artifact is. Thanks, game.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, those names are recognizable. I think it's because Squat, he's the short one, and then Babu is because he looks like a baboon. Power Rangers was not that creative with its names. It never has been. I can imagine, considering... Look, a lot of people have nostalgia for Mighty Morphin. Too bad it's not that good of a show. And I'm willing to bet Zoo Ranger might be a better show than Power Rangers, just because... Might be. I don't know.
I hate this one. Okay. I about did not make that in time.
Pandora be petty.
You are free.
That's some petty. Hooray. That's some petty ass stuff to be sending monsters over. Also, hooray, I can finally properly play a video game and get checks and stuff. Because power bombs were proving less than useful. A lot.
Still another 3 here, but I'm not chasing a 3, I'm more chasing a 5. I full on can get that now, can't I? I can get that. I can get that.
I feel like that happens a lot in Sentai where the mechs talk, and we just cut all that out because we're not hiring extra voice actors for all that. Like, all the mechs and Gohanger talk. And they cut all that out from RPM because they were trying to do a bit of a darker show, and then they're like, mechs with giant googly eyes does not compute.
Alright. I'm gonna go for the other one of yours. I don't have X-ray visor, but I'm still gonna wing it and try for it. Because I know I can do it. That also means I'm gonna technically be sequence breaking something, but it's probably gonna be missiles at this point, so oh well. I will laugh if it is actually your freaking plasma beam now that I'm thinking about this.
Yeah, I saw those because I was Josh, Living Ranger Key, who does a lot of reporting on Lightning Collection. He did his live stream for the 30th anniversary stream thing with Lightning Collection and the Cosmic Fury stuff. So I got to see that when it was revealed, and it's certainly a thing.
Yes.
Yeah, the Cosmic Fury, it's the Dino Fury team in
That's never happened before.
new suits. Well, they're in new suits, and by new suits I mean
I'm being bad at platforming, don't mind me.
fake pecs and fake boobs. I remind you, because the girls have some outlines for fake boobs on theirs, because of course they do. But yeah, it's the Dino Fury team, so the Pink Ranger on that team is now the Red Ranger, and the Red Ranger is now the Beige Ranger, and I will not hear him what his name is otherwise. I don't care. He is the Beige Ranger. I don't care if they're like, oh, he's the Zenith Ranger. No, you're a fucking Beige Ranger, because they picked a terrible ass color to make your suit. It just does not look good.
I bought it.
I have not.
Oh my god, I bonked it twice. Unbelievable.
Ah, something on the Disney Channel from after my time on the Disney Channel. That makes sense. Oh, he talked a lot. Like a lot. Like, he's like the third most important villain in MMPR. Behind Rita and Zed.
What the heck? I caught the corner of it that time. Nope. I knew that was not before I even did it, and I still went for it. Yeah, but
Oh, that is. Spider. Oh. That is strange to me that he has no voice in Zero Ranger. Oh my.
no, that one is. No! I missed.
Oh.
Okay, fine. I give up on it. God, this is. I know I can do this without X-ray. I don't know why I'm whiffing it so horribly.
I'm forgetting how to get the other check in this room. The one I can get.
Thank you.
It's in the other end of the half pipe, right?
There's only one check in that room. It is the artifact. One side brings down a the right side, the way you're facing right there, brings down the...
Oh.
Yeah, it's that room. You forgot about that.
Yep. Also, it's a good thing I looked, because guess where my spider ball was?
Right? Also, did you get... Oh, you haven't yet, have you?
What?
Gotten the artifact out of there.
No, I needed spider ball.
Okay.
Which I just now got, so.
Also, I just full-on sequence broke. You're welcome.
Hooray.
Now I've got to go back into the ruins and actually beeline for last artifact. Still got 8 points in Overworld. Okay. I know what I'm gonna do. Because the smart play would be get through. Go through Chozo. Honestly, probably still getting everything else.
Grab the ledge, because it's nothing, so.
I mean, it was it was missiles for me, so I went ahead and picked them up.
I mean, it's nothing.
Oh.
That's not gonna shoot me outward until I, beat the boss, won't it?
Nope.
Good thing it's missiles.
That's why I'm not fooling with it.
I need do this. That's an X-ray.
Or who?
Me.
Ah. Because I am still looking for an X-ray myself.
That's the one check, isn't it? Yep, alright. Skipping this. I am not gonna spend me time doing this puzzle, because it's missiles. Goodbye. Thank you, cutscene, for telling me it's missiles. That's true.
I can't go through that door because I still don't have ice speed.
And that's Jack. Missiles. How many missiles are you at?
You'll have to hold on a second. I'm in bowling cutscene.
Ah.
$95.
Okay. I'm at 90, so. I'm just gonna skip any missile expansion I see at this point. That's probably enough.
Wouldn't hurt if we had a few more. But I mean, I wouldn't go out of your way to get them either. If it's gonna take too long, just skip it. But if it's on your way and it's not changed too much, you might as well go ahead and do it. Because it wouldn't hurt to have more. Because in all seriousness, Wave Buster and Super Missiles both come in handy quite a bit on the final boss.
Whatever count you said, the Discord ate it.
I said Wave Buster.
Oh, okay. I thought you were giving a missile count to shoot for.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Alright, let's check that one.
Dang it. That means... I don't know what my other three-pointer is here then. That is interesting.
Back in here.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I'm done with Chozo. Go out on a limb and say you almost are too.
Hey, I got super missiles finally. Hooray.
I hate my life.
Wow.
I forgot I need ice to get my other artifact.
Looks like my last thing here is X-ray, probably. Kind of out of threes.
Wait, I've got 3 threes left. One of them has to be X-ray. And it probably won't be mines. Both of our Yeah, you've got a 3 on mines, don't you?
I don't have it pulled up at the moment, but probably.
I know on mine I've got a 3 on mine, phase on mines, and it is gonna definitely be power bombs, because I've noticed that seems to happen. Especially because I don't think I can actually... Yeah, I still can't get into phase on mines.
Oh, I need to check. But it's a 3.
So because of that, unless ice is locking X-ray, X-ray can't be there.
Should I skip Chozo around checks now?
How many?
3.
You got both
I've got
visors,
both.
yeah.
I've got both visors, morph ball bombs, power bombs, boost ball, spider ball. Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing you'd be looking for there would be a power bomb expansion. I wouldn't even waste more time there.
Hooray, we're leaving. Goodbye.
Because we both have power bombs, so I mean it's pointless to keep looking for it. Only reason I'm even continuing with mine is because of the fact of it could also be X-ray visor for me, because I still don't have X-ray visor. What else do I like? The Overworld. Let's see if it's there. Phase on. I mean, not phase on. It's ice beam locked.
Oh my.
So that's probably not either. I really only have one check that it could possibly hear. But at the same time, this is more than likely ice beam. Now that I'm thinking about it. No, it's not. Oh, great. My ice beam's in yours. Sure as heck is. Because that's the only other thing in mind that it even could have been. That means I've got about it Magmore. That's about it. Cause that literally Magmore's the only other option. If I don't have it in the check I've got there, then my ice beam is in yours for sure.
Well, I've got a couple fives, but I gotta get the Magmore first, so.
I mean, I'm in the same boat. And to be fair, your quickest route to Magmore is gonna be Save Warp. Because of how deep you are in it.
I was about to say Braven would be my nearest save point.
If you keep getting out of that room and going towards where the elevators are. Because there's 2 Talon elevators and there's a safe room.
No. Trying to figure out how to get out of this room.
You gotta go Chozo bowling on the purple. Okay. Dang, I actually can do all of this. don't I don't have a way of getting back out of that door if it's not.
Alright, how do I do safe warp?
Step back into the save point and it'll tell you.
Oh.
Nope, I can't even get into that door. It's wide on this side. I didn't think it was. Well...
Alright, need to go to Macmore. That... as fast as right more.
Depends on which side of Magmore.
I've gotten, like, no checks on Macmore, so...
Okay, so then your honest way would be through Talon. Just get midway through Magmore, then you can go either direction.
Can't do those. Do these because they're going to be the shorter ones.
Hey, more missile. Still got a 5 in. That's not good. And I can't get back there through South Fendrana either. Unless I want to go fight Thardus. I really don't feel like that one, because we don't have to. Time to make the trek.
Shit. Don't have any ammo.
That's not good at all.
What?
The vanilla plasma beam location is the spot where I've got my last 5-pointer in Magmar. Unless I've screwed up. I'm stuck waiting on you, aren't I? Because I have nothing left in Phendrana. I only have one left Magmar. 2 in Talon. I have to have Ice Beam with my final. Yeah. Yep. I'm full on waiting on you.
Unfortunately, I need power bombs, and I can't get ammo for them.
What are you trying to do with power bombs?
Tunnel check.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. And I need power bombs, and I'm out.
What about your Phendrana checks?
Got it.
Okay.
I'm working my way to Phendrana because I'm trying to make sure it's not somewhere along these because it's still a 5.
Right.
'Cause it might be your stuff.
Well, I can tell you this much. I can't get the 2 5s that I have until I have Ice Beam. So at the very least, my Ice Beam is not locked behind that. The problem is, I wouldn't be surprised if your plasma isn't locked behind it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and go on to Phendrana and warp back. Because I really need to be in Talon.
Fuck you, game. Fuck you. Fuck off.
You wanna know what's bad?
What?
I want to say there's only supposed to be like 4 of those in each of ours. So that means 8 total, and I think you've hit a lot of them. I know I've found one of them.
I think I found more than that.
You found that. I'm wanting to say that's like the third that I know of.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Just gonna take it out. It's faster. Well, bad news is, the last 2 checks are the long ones. Hooray.
I'd just go on to Fendrana. More points, more likely to get it.
Okay.
Because for all you know, that 5 that you're chasing could be Ice Spreader or Flamethrower for me, or could even be Flamethrower for you.
Yeah.
I mean, the bad thing is we have a grand total of 5 pointers between the 2 of us.
Yeah.
We know I've got 2 of them. So that leaves 3 in yours. What's that number on mines? Is that actually a 3?
Yes.
Okay.
No, 5.
It's a 5?
Yes.
Yeah, go to Fendrana. Because that's got to be where my ice beam is. It's not going to be in mines because... Well, I don't know. When you pulled the map up for mines, do you have any greens?
1 second. I've got 4.
Are they in the top right section?
Yeah, they're on surface.
Dang it. I mean, you've got everything that you need to get over there. And that's a 5. Yeah, and you would have everything to get over there, because what's stopping me from getting over there is the ice beam. Just do Fendrana. I'm not gonna try to turn you to go to mines.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's making a mistake, but if it was all red, then what I was gonna say is then we know that's one of the beam upgrades. But because it's not all red for you, it might actually be one of our beams. I didn't need to go here. This is for Magmore. Did they go to Chozo?
Yes, of course. Missiles. Die. There's my final artifact.
I can't get mine until Ice Beam.
Okay.
But as soon as I get Ice Beam, I can get it. You know my idea about go to Sandrana?
Mm-hmm. Starting out to be a bad idea.
You wanna know the really stupid thing?
What?
Numbers lied to us. But now that I'm
How's
sitting
that?
there thinking, did you take off for the artifact that you got?
Not yet. Now I did.
Yeah. We have all the seeds accounted for.
Right.
We have all the artifacts accounted for. So there can no
Right.
longer be a 7 in that.
Mm-hmm.
There can't be 2 5s either. That means there
Yeah,
can
'cause
only
I'm
be 1 5.
1 5 and a 3, or a few 3s.
Uh-huh. 1 5 and 3 3s.
So it's a crapshoot.
Pretty much. That means we've got 5 places to have 5 items. And I looked at the spoiler to find out where it was at. The numbers have sent us on a wild goose chase.
Oh.
Because you will never find it in Fendrana.
Of course not. So I assume it's in one of the other 2 places at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
I'm a little aggravated on where it's at.
Oh, is it the Magmore ones that you're gonna take an eternity to do?
No. It's the lesser of the 2.
Mines?
Near the... It is the lesser of the 2 in Magmore, near the South Fendrana entrance. Meaning, you are dead center of it. At this point, I don't know which way would be quicker. Because if you go forward, you've got all the stuff with the research area.
Right.
But if you turn around, you've got to trek through most of Magmore. So I honestly don't know which one's the better option. Not to mention, you still need plasma.
And it's not in your game, is it?
No, it's in yours. Why did I second guess myself from telling you to go to mines? I'm just gonna flat out say it at this point. I mean, we've hit close enough to the 3-hour mark where I'm like, you know what? No, I'm done now.
Yeah.
The points did make it go by easier. It's the last part of it that's making the problems. And this is just the seed.
A seed that decided I couldn't play the video game for like 20 minutes.
I've noticed that keeps happening. And I don't understand that. That's the thing I just don't understand. Numbers wise, it looked like we should have been fine. We both should have had progression the whole time. So yeah, had I told you to go check the one in mines first, you would have wound up with your plasma beam.
Fantastic.
It's in Storage Depot B. So guess what? You know that 20-30 minutes that you were waiting on me to get you anything that you could do something?
Yeah.
Yeah, about the same with me. Because assuming that you wound up going all the way through Vendrana, and then wound up coming out at that end of Magmore and wind up getting that. I'm easily looking at that much time. To which at that point, you probably still would have wound up going to mines. And I obviously would have got the last artifact first. But the question is, would I have gotten the artifact and gotten stuck in a fight trying to find out if I had your plasma beam or not first? So I don't think we were going to end this seed at the same time regardless.
Yeah.
I think it was going to be an offset. I feel like the point system's good. I don't feel like that's where the problem is. I think we just got a crap seed.
Which seems fairly standard for us. All things given. I unfortunately think Prime Multiworld is just cursed for us. We need to figure out how to break the curse. Is there even anything of value in Vendrana at this point?
I mean, obviously you still got power bomb expansions. So it'd have to be some kind of beam upgrade. Because we know what the 3s are. Unless my X-ray visor's there. You've got to be joking.
Your X-ray visor's here.
And guess what? From a technical standpoint, you don't have all the artifacts. A sequence broke to get your 3rd one.
Well.
Meaning you wouldn't have had it until you got X-ray visor for me either. I forgot about that. Because you technically can beat the game without X-ray visor. It just makes the final part of the final boss take a little longer because you got to wait through a phase.
Yeah.
As opposed to being able to hit them. But yeah. Research Lab Aether, which I think is one you're coming up on? Yeah. Oh, and it's the Morph Track one. The one that sucks because you can fall off of it very easy. Okay. What's bad is I really think that what we need to do is sit in a lobby and just generate seeds with different presets and see what looks like it'll be a little more consistent.
Yeah.
Because looking at it, I mean, numbers wise, it really wouldn't have done any better for you pushing Vendrana any quicker than you did. And truthfully, to keep you from having to backtrack all the way through Magmore, that was kind of why I was like, I'd just go on to Fendrana.
Yeah.
Because, you know, 21, it should have more in it. But at the same time, you don't take out the points for areas when you know where something is, whereas I have been. Because like I said, I've pretty much at the point of, I know this is there, that's part of the points. I'll just remember that I have to grab it. I'm curious though what else I had left in mind then.
I found the 7 or the 5. It's flamethrower.
Makes sense. Still have in Hall of Elders. I had a power bomb expansion, so that was a good call on my part for leaving ruins. Magmore, the only thing I had left was plasma. My ice spreader, that one. Because now I'm just kind of taking a look. Azon had a power bomb, and so that was the call on that for me. I love how I've actually called walking away from 2 of these at the right time. Yeah. Power bomb. I suck. Dodge. That was my 3. Oh, and my flamethrower. So I actually had both of my useless ones in mine. So me pretty much saying I'm waiting on you was the right play too. Because even if I tried to learn how to bypass any of it, it wouldn't have mattered. Noted.
I'm done.
Yeah. Same. I just want to look, see what else you had left on your. Of course, I also don't know what all checks you had left.
Crap, I closed it. I think it was just Plasma Beam at that point. Plasma Beam and I think the Badger too at that point.
No, I mean in locations, because I was going to try to see what your points were, but and someone got a little trigger finger.
My bad.
Guess what?
What?
You had 6 nothings in yours. I had 3.
Of course.
No wonder you kept finding nothing. But yeah. This might be something we might sit down and try to figure out what's being the weird thing before trying to do it again. Because I don't understand this. Especially when I can use settings almost identical to this. I say almost because I did modify a little bit to try to make it easier. But yeah. Anyhow. At the moment, the prime point system is not super in-depth. That is something I'll probably work on. But for right now, don't think I'm gonna actually put the link anywhere yet until I get it tied up and looking better. But that'll take care of it for us. Technically today, we'll be back with more Armada.
It was certainly 4 episodes that I got through faster by doing Yu-Gi-Oh on the side.
Great.
We at least had progression, for what it's worth.
What, in the first episode before it essentially goes on break and then we restart?
No, in all the episodes, actually.
Huh. Well then. But yeah, that tomorrow. Thursday? Yeah, Thursday more Freedom Planet.
Yeah.
Figured. Friday, more than likely, more Fortnite. And then next Saturday will be TGS. But if you like what you see, drop a follow. Really appreciate it. Chipping away at that affiliate goal. At TG Saloon on Twitter will give you information on when we go live. An exclamation point Discord in chat will give you a link to the Discord. Drop by, say hi. There's a Dropbox for questions there. And you got anything else to add?
No.
We'll see you all next time.